Alright, how's it going? Another day, eh? Oh, fucking hell, I'm already tired. I don't know why I bothered to start streaming, honestly, but I do want to keep working on the game. And the next step is to do some sort of wave spawning. So currently, enemies, well, the dropships fall, they spawn the enemies, and then they take off. Which is very cool. Very cool. I really like it. I'm very happy with how that works, but we can take it a little bit further by actually making it, you know, spawn in waves, which is pretty much just the next step, yeah. I don't know, I already said that. But okay, so where do we actually start? I already got the code editor open just because I don't want to start the friggin' stream with getting that to work. Alright. Don't need that. So the enemy spawner here, the way it's working currently is it just starts and it goes to every spawn location and spawns a drop pod there. So, what we need is something to, so we need something like a void start next round, something like that. Then we're gonna need a curve, like we're gonna need a something to, I'm gonna make it so that it's all procedurally generated, so that the enemies, the rounds are generated, and the enemies that per round are all like, I don't want to have to hard code any of it, you know what I mean? Jesus Christ. My explanations aren't great and I'm too tired to fix them. So, alright, first thing this needs to do is, so to spawn a round, it's just instantiating the drop pods. And each drop pod, yeah, needs to be initialized and receive this. Alright, so to start the round we need to figure out how many drop pods to instantiate, something like that. How do you spell it? Something like that. Oh, it's a T, not an S. Instantiate. And then we're gonna do that, you know? Do that. Alright, so we need some way to basically return a game object array of what can we call the function? We need get wave pods. And that's going to take in an int, and it's going to be wave. Actually, we don't need to know the wave index there. We're going to have to store that based up somewhere up here. Like int current wave equals 0. Alright, so we need some way to generate a value. So we just need a function for that, I think. So it'll return an int get wave score, we'll call it something like that. Alright, so I don't know how to do math. It's hard. Okay. So we're gonna return something of So we'll put in int wave index. So it's going to be something like wave index times maybe we can do some extra ones. Wave generation. What can we call it? Difficulty increase equals 2. I reckon for now, we just do something like return the power of wave index to the power of difficulty increase. And then we need to math.cl to int. Alright. And then we can just get rid of all this because we're just going to start from scratch. On start, I want to actually give me that for loop back. So 30. We'll do the first 30, and we'll say debug.log get wave score. I plus 1. So we'll start at 1. Alright, so let's see what the scores actually give us. What's that mad at? Just comment that out for now. Keep the code happy so that it'll compile. So the fact that I'm doing it by the power, it should increase a little bit more exponentially. Right? Shouldn't have played maximized. One, 4, 9, 16, 25. That'll work. Or what if we were to do like 1.5? Print wave scores. Where is here? Whoops. Print score waves. There we go. Now we don't have to press play every time. Yeah, we'll get there. Alright, well, I think for now we'll start with that, because that, essentially we're going to make it so that there's 165 enemies on wave 30. Alright, with that, we can change it later. We could also make it so that there are different difficulty options, which just change this score so that the difficulty increases quicker. But either way, for now, that's going to be enough. That's perfect for what we can move forward with. Alright, so back to enemy spawner. Let's move this out of the road of some of these. Perfect. Alright. Where's that being called from? Somewhere else, I guess. Alright, anyway. Scrolling back and forth a million bloody times over. So we now have a wave score. So we're just going to say int score equals get wave score based on should we pass? Int so yeah, it's going to pass that into that. Alright. Sorry, my brain. Okay, let's get rid of... No, let's not get rid of them. God damn, okay. So now we're going to use this score for each one. Alright, so a full drop pod, its score will be 4. We need to figure out how to... actually have that and have that represented. So... do we want to do like hard coding like we've done down here where we call it a full drop pod? So we're basically going to do something like this. So while score is so we could probably just do this. Y score is more than 0. So rather than getting a full pod or a drop pod, or a single. I think we need to replace this with something where we can basically put in the amount that we want. So we'll get rid of this one. Generate drop pod int to be more accurate, we're going to say foot soldier. Is that how you spell it? Soldier? Hang on. Yep. Shouldn't have went all the way out of that. God damn, the dog's barking all the goddamn time. She's so noisy. It's not a little bark. It's such a big bark. Does it show up on my OBS? For sure. Yeah, no, it for sure does. God, she's annoying. Just someone driving in the driveway. Okay, and that's gonna be count. And it's just gonna say game object dot enemies equals new game object. Oops, wrong one. Based on the count. And then it's just gonna say for I equals count. Yeah, so if there's 3, yep, perfect. And we'll just say enemies dot, not dot, I is equal to the enemy. Enemy prefab. Alright. So now when it does this, we can say, we can start with a list. It's going to have to be a list of game objects. Jesus Christ. Drop. Oh shit. Yeah, no. Okay. So I need an array of game object arrays. God damn it. I need an array within an array. I've done this a little bit off because it needs to be single drop pods. So this is going to be a list of game object arrays. And it's going to be called drop pods. Right, okay, that makes sense. Equals a new list. Beautiful. Okay, that's a little bit confusing, but... okay, while that works, we need to... So add a drop pod to that list. So we'll say drop pods dot add as okay, well. Game object array. We'll call it drop pod equals we may as well separate it. Generate soldier drop pod. Alright, so we want the math.min between 4, which will be that, and score. So that way... Alright, so that way... Yeah, okay, so on the first one, if this score equals, say, 5, right? This will come through, and it'll say, well, what is the minimum between 4 and 5? And it'll go 4, right? So it'll put 4 into this drop pod. And then on the second go round, this will equal 1, because it will have already put 4 into that. So 1, what's the minimum between 4 and 1? 1, it'll only put 1 soldier in that pod. Right? Make sense? Drop pod, there, add it to the list. Alright. So we probably need to know what the score is. Remaining score equals that. And we'll put that into there. And then we'll say score minus equals remaining score. The only annoying thing about that is it's probably a little bit unnecessary, actually. Yeah, we don't even need to do it that way. We can literally just go score minus equals 4. So if we need to, we can yeah, modify it to have different enemies in different drop pods. That's something we can, modify later. I don't need to try and future-proof everything. That just makes you that just makes you go insane. When you try and think too far ahead of yourself. So this needs to return not that, but a list. Alright, so we'll call this one pods to spawn equals get wave pods, and we'll put the score in. Alright. That isn't actually returning drop pods. Alright, so what I'm seeing, a problem that I'm immediately seeing, right, is we have 33 available spawn locations. If this list has more than 33 pods, they're going to overlap. So we're actually going to need to make some sort of queuing system. So what we're actually going to have to do is find available spawn location. So this could probably be done with an enumerator, right? We don't have to do everything. So this could actually be an I enumerator. So it's going to get that, and no, maybe not an I enumerator. Alright. Spawn a drop pod. And then wait some amount of time. Then return to the... Then try spawn another pod. Alright. Okay, so we need another little float up here. Float time since last spawn equals 0. Dropship. Drop pod spawn delay. We can do 2 seconds on that as well. That works. Alright. Okay. So this needs to be called every frame. No, hang on. This needs to be spawned at the start of a round. Alright. Then this... Let's actually make this a queue. And queue. Alright, so pods to spawn equals that. And we need update. Okay, so fuck me. Okay. It's just that there's a million ways to do something like this, and trying to think of how I want to do it, how I should do it, is brain breaking. So we could do something like if bool round in progress if round in progress equals true, I double press that button then. Okay, so else. Alright, so if the round is in progress, then spawn all pods in queue. And if not, then play countdown, Jesus Christ, to the next round. Alright, that makes sense? We'll implement the countdown soon, I suppose. Jeez, nice and confusing. So if we get the wave... Okay... God, my brain just keeps jumping back and forth between what I should be doing and where I'm at. Alright, also, I suppose we can just do current wave plus plus here, so it increments wave. And... Alright, so that's fine. That's all that needs to be done. And then we're going to say if pods to spawn. Jesus Christ, I just pressed numlock like 40 times. There we go. If pods to spawn doesn't equal null, I think that's how you can do that, right? Hang on, we'll just go pods to spawn dot count is more than 0. Then continue to spawn pods, right? So we gotta find spawn location. Okay. Currently the spawn locations have no idea whether or not they're actually occupied or not. So what we can do there is have another bool is occupied. Yeah, occupied. That's how you spell that, right? Yeah, something like that. Also want to have a public accessor for that. So public bool is, oh my god, is occupied. Okay, beautiful. So we have the ability to get is occupied from there. Now we just need to set it. So So the drop pod itself, we do have access to spawn location. Also, we have that despawn drop pod. So if we were to just go spawn location dot, that needs a set modifier as well. Whoops. Where is it? That one. I need to turn my fan on real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Actually, yeah, I'll be back in for just 2 seconds. Alright, I'm back. So this needs also a set. Set, and that's just going to say is occupied equals value. That's all that needs to be. So this one we're just going to say is occupied equals false. And on the enemy spawner, no, hang on, yeah, no, that's, so, yeah, no, occupied false when it's gone. Good. So, up here, we're going to find spawn location. So, we're just going to get a help function for that, which is going to be return a spawn location, get available spawn location. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a long ass name. That, and it's going to go so we'll say 1,000. $100. Alright, so I kind of want it to be random. Okay, so spawn locations. Actually, yeah, no, I got a different idea from what we just did. So spawn locations is occupied, go away. We don't need to worry about that here or here. What we can do is on awake, we're going to create a dictionary. Wait. No, that was probably the wrong. Should we create a dictionary? Okay. How should we do this? So I'm thinking, rather than doing it like this, so this is just a list of all spawn locations, right? We could just have another list of available spawn locations and pick from a random available. So that's how we can implement the randomness, which will be better than just always trying for a bunch of different spots. That's not a good way to do that. So if we were to create another array down here somewhere, available locations. No, it's going to be a list because we're constantly going to need to be adding and removing. Okay, list of available locations. On awake, it's going to say available locations equals can we do spawn locations I mean, that works. So it has a bunch of available locations. So it's going to get an int. So no. Spawn location. Lock is going to be equal to available locations. We'll do a random dot value times no count. So if it's only 1, then it'll be a value between 0 and 1 times 1 or times 0. So it'll always if it's if it's 1, and so if it's 2, it'll times it by 2, so it'll be a value between 0 and 2, and then it'll floor to an int. So if it gets 2, then it'll be 1. Right. Okay, cool. That's right. Sorry, just mathing out loud a little bit. So that is going to get a random location. And then we're going to go available locations dot remove of that location and return the new one. Okay. And then so it needs a way of getting the location back into the available once the drop pod's departed. So again, actually no, that should be pretty simple. We just need a little helper function. So if we just say public void add available spawn location. It's going to need a spawn location passed in, naturally. That's it. No, that's it. And then in the drop pod, when it's finished doing this, we're just going to say enemy spawner dot instance dot add available spawn location. That does work. Hopefully. Alright, so get random spawn location. Actually, no, sorry. Void spawn next pod. That'll be the easier way to do this, I believe. Alright, so spawn next pod. Let's go and find a random location. But before we do that, I just want to quickly do this. If time since last spawn is more than or equal to drop pod spawn delay, okay, so if this, then spawn next pod, which is, yep, literally call that. Spawn next pod. Time since last one, time dot delta time. And do it down the bottom. For no particular reason other than I like to. Time since last spawn equals 0. Alright, so now that'll do that every however many seconds or whatever. However many spawn delay seconds. It'll spawn the next pod. If not, we'll do the time till next round, which is another timer we'll make in a minute. In a minute. We'll do it in a minute. Okay. So yeah, on the spawn next pod, we're going to get a location, which removes it from the thing, which is already done. And then we're going to need to get a game object array. Drop pod is going to be equal to DQ. No, hang on. Pods to spawn dot DQ. And then we already have a helper function for spawning the pod. Do we not? Do not we? So let's remove that. Spawn drop pod, it needs a spawn location. And a game object array for the drop pod. So that's no longer needed. Pod instantiate, blah 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 blah. And that is going there instead. So that's going to be gone as well. Okay, we've cleaned this up a little bit. So spawn drop pod. Spawn location and drop pod. Alright. So round in progress never gets set to true yet, so we need a Yeah, you know, I think we may as well do the timer immediately. It makes sense. Okay, so we have to do it back to front though. So it's time until next round. And if time until next round is less than or equal to 0, then we need to begin new round. Else we're gonna do something else. I don't know what else we do. Probably something else, right? Oh yeah, time until next round minus equals continue. Sorry. Countdown to next round. Countdown in this context is 2 words as well, sorry. Whoops. Alright. So time until next round, we're going to start it at 10. That way we automatically wait 10 seconds. We're going to say round in progress equals true. And that begins the round. I'm sure we're going to add another function in here that, you know, does a bunch of shit on round start. Oh yeah, like start next round. So okay, what are we missing? So we've just done a lot and my brain's a little bit wired. It's very ADHD. I just can't keep the train of thought going. Alright, so at the start we have round time until next round, 10 seconds. And round in progress is going to be equal to false. It's going to count down till the next round, and then it's going to start the round. That is going to add a bunch of shit to the pods. Actually, yeah, we could probably do current wave plus plus here because it's going to equal 0 to begin with. So, and then that's going to spawn a bunch of that's going to add a bunch of pods to the queue. Yep, okay, cool, we are initializing it there, good. And then that is going to come back around on the next one, and it's going to spawn the next pod. And then, yeah, keep spawning the pods until pods left to spawn is 0. So else here Actually, no, we don't need to do it there if there's no pods left to spawn, sorry. That won't be the end of the round. So to trigger the end of the round will be when the last enemy is killed. But we're currently not monitoring that. Okay, alright, hang on. Let's, go back into here. Real quick. UI manager. Player canvas. Okay, let's have a look at this. Well, I don't even want to touch that, honestly. I feel like just by doing that, I broke it. No, I didn't. Alright. So that is probably already working. I just want a timer on screen. It's been a while since I've done UI. Alright, we need a panel. It's actually probably not even a panel that I need. Okay, yeah, no, give me an empty. Sorry. Radical. That shouldn't have changed anything, right? Beautiful. Okay, and create another empty, which is just going to be time until Jesus. Round timer. I'm so bad at naming things and I always feel like I'm doing it wrong. Alright. All we need to do is just add some text. What's the go here? Okay, so the camera is, what's the camera looking at? right now. It's just a weird bloody screen. There we go. That's a little bit better. Alright, back to the timer. And I'm just gonna do it in here for now. We can tidy it up later. Round timer. Alright, so countdown to next round. I'm gonna say round timer dot value dot text equals time until next round. To string. Jeez. Okay, and just cause on start next round, we can go round time up dot game object dot set active false. And then we can set it to true when we start a new round timer again. Alright. God damn, I am getting tired. Let's see what this does. So now there should be a round in progress. Do we see a drop pod anywhere? I don't think it spawned a drop pod. Alright. We can do a lot more to make the timer prettier. We'll do that later. For now, I just want to try and get this working. We've done a lot. So, spawn next pod. Spawned pod. Alright, well, let's see what happens. I don't think that's going to trigger. Yeah, that's not spawning. Okay, so... let's do it the way that I like to do it. Round in progress. I was gonna just do hit 1, hit 2, but I kind of actually want to... spawn attempt. Alright, let's see if which of those gets called. Round in progress. Oh, got a spawn attempt off. Yep. So every 2 seconds it's trying the spawn attempt. Alright, so that's good, that's good. So it's just seeing pods to spawn. Dot count being 0. Oh, wait. Okay, score. So this is coming in at 0. Right? So it's equaling 0 across the board. This needs to be plus a minimum. So... public int initial wave score equals 4. None of these actually need to be public. Nothing actually accesses them. Oh, whoops, sorry. Sweet, it didn't actually make me do that. Awesome, I thought I was gonna have to add them. Okay, where we get the score. Plus initial wave score. Alright. Now that should work. Round in progress. Spawn attempt. Drop pod spawning. Bam. Oh, this is great. This is great. We're making progress here. Okay, Okay. You know what? Give me another 2 seconds. I'm gonna run outside and pee. And just take a second to think about what I want to do next. You know? Yeah, give me 2 seconds. Okie dokie. So, I didn't think about it enough. I was mainly peeing. What is the next step? Okay, so we need to have a list of the enemies on the field at any given time. And when that list reaches 0, we need to trigger the end of a round. So, we need a list. Which, of all the things, I think the enemy spawner is the one that should have it. List of Yes. I was just wondering if I wanted it to be enemies, enemy AI or enemies. Enemies, right, yeah, cool. So... That's not what I wanted to do, Jesus. Oh, thank God. I just wanted to replace it. Jesus Christ. Alive enemies. Alive enemies? Current enemies? Enemies works. Alright, it... So we need, down the bottom here, we're gonna need another. Public void add enemy, which obviously is gonna need enemy AI. And it's just gonna go enemies dot add enemy. And another one to remove it. Okay. So, when a drop pod spawns an enemy, spawning has access to it. Uh-huh. So what we need to do is we need enemy AI. Oops. Equals that dot get component. A little bit annoying how that's got to be done, but that works. Alright, and then remove enemy probably still needs to be done here. So, yep, never mind. When the enemy dies, where is that? Over here. So, on the kill, it just destroys it. It needs to go enemy spawner dot instance dot remove enemy this. Alright. So now that should have a list of available enemies. We're going to go back into this. Enemy count. what's happening here. Why is that inconsistent? That's so confusing. Just to change its pivot, it's confusing. Okay, what? Okay, there we go. Creepy song again. Go away. Alright. Oh, not that one. Okey-doke. Wait, what? What did I have in my clipboard? My mind... Damn it! And I pressed Control V, so now I don't even know what I copied. What was I doing? I totally forgot. My brain just blanked like a motherfucker. Jesus Christ. ADHD is a bitch sometimes. My brain just went into something else and forgot completely what I was doing there. Ah, the enemy count. Right, so... when an enemy gets removed... count text dot text. Alright, yep. And we also need to do this when it adds an enemy. Alright. So now we should have an enemy count and a timer. Alright, so if enemies.count equals 0, then that was the last enemy. We need to end the round. So I need to go void end current round. That is going to say round in progress equals false. Time until next round. Jesus Christ! Time until next round equals. Let's make that a variable. Doop. Time between rounds. We'll call it 20. So we're going to set the round timer back to true. What the hell did I just do? I pressed down an extra time. And we'll make a helper function for that at some point. Just trying to get it working right now. So yeah, so we just got to call this function down here. Enemy count and round count. So we'll do that one as well. So we know what wave we're in, just to make sure that's incrementing properly. You know what, and just because we're fancy with it, what we can do is enemy count equals 0. Enemy count text false. While the timer is active, that is false. And then when the round starts back up again, set it to true. Alright. And then this one is going to be the round count. Alright. Alright. Enemy spawner. Round. Oh, Jesus. Round. Timer. Enemy count. Round count. Alright. Let's see what happens. We've done a lot. Alright, so we got the round timer going. And then when it hits 0, we should get to round 1. Alright, so we're in round 1. Spawned a drop pod. Alright, we have 1 enemy. We have 2 enemies. 3. Oh, they just spawned over here. 4. Alright, so that's going to be the... Yep, alright, and the pod left. So... 2... 1. Alright, and then the next round. Oh, this is working! Oh, it's gorgeous. So this time we should get more than 4 enemies. Shouldn't 3 of you have spawned? Oh no, you were the one that did the spawn by yourself. So somewhere else there's 4 together. Where are yous? That is the only visible spawn location. So frustrating. Where'd you come from? Through here? No idea where these guys dropped in then. Oh, over here. Alright, so... currently... Oh, all the way down the bottom. Whoops. Okay, yep. So get wave score. Alright. So that was one thing I did different. So I was printing them starting at 1. I was starting the rounds at 0. So... Alright, so 4, 5 is... Alright. Alright, let's make the initial wave score 20. 15. Oops, clear, test again. Alright, so that works. Alright, so when we get the wave score... we'll just do wave index plus 1. That way it's the same as down here. So the first iteration is going to be wave score +1. Well, actually, I don't need to add the +1 down here now because I've added into wave score. So this should be the rates we get. Alright, so let's try that again. We should get bloody bug trying to fly up my nose. Let's try that again. We should get 16 enemies spawn. I think that was the number, right? We definitely need some sounds. Alright, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hello. So I think them having a searching state is kind of redundant. They should know exactly where you are, I think. Let's see how do we implement that? Actually, that's not a matter of implementing, that's a matter of unimplementing. So enemy patrol, if we were to just go into here, code, enemies, enemy states, enemy patrol, delete. Oh no! That would really be an oh no if I deleted the wrong script there, but that should be good. If we go into here, enemy patrol, go away, enemy AI. Patrolling doesn't need to be a thing, which means that we don't need to worry about that. And the default state becomes chasing. And we also don't need that function. Alright, so that wasn't a matter of implementation, that was a matter of just deleting some lines of code. And a script. Alright, awesome. Now they should just know exactly where you are, run to you. I feel like we don't need to make them have detection. It's the map isn't big enough. Like, I don't know, I suppose you could hide from they're robots. They can scan your gun. They know exactly where you are. That's canon. They scan your weapon. They know exactly where you are. Spawn camping them. Okay, that would be round 1. I don't think you could survive this. So this is in theory endless. Basically the only limitation right now is when does the computer give out? Oh yeah, also we need to fix that. See how they come forward and then aim and then stop and then aim and then stop and then walk and then stop and then aim and then walk and hello. God damn. There's 2 more somewhere on the map. Wait, what? The roof here. Why is there no roof here? How have I not noticed this before? Wait, what? Wait, it's here in game. Also, something happened there. I think that bugged. So, we need to do that again. What happened to this roof over here? Wait, what? Oh no, it wasn't there in game. Oh, right! I'm an idiot. Insert flashback of me going, oh, we won't have this part of the roof for a while, but oh, it'll be alright. Because there's an area above the stairs that I've already been working on. Right. Okay. Well, we need to go a couple rounds again to make sure that it's all working. God, we need sounds so bad. Oh, wait, one more. Sorry, guys. Spawn camping now. Alright. Good, 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 good. Probably could have made the timer a little shorter for testing purposes. Ooh. Nice titties. Alright. Next. Where are yous? Good. Working. It's working. I feel like we still haven't added colliders to the things. Oh, hello. We really need to fix these grenades. They slide way too much. I feel like I should make it so that you're just always aiming. It's kind of unnecessary to have that, I reckon. Let's see if we can make those grenades slide properly. And by that I mean not slide. Prefabs. Player? Grenade. Marley, you gotta shut up. Alright, so the material. Hey, material. Bunch of friction.
Thump, 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 thump.
That's better.
Thump, 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 thump.
I'm also taking damage from those.
Thump.
Nice. Well, that's it. Now we just need to make it so that the player can die. Let's make it just slightly less friction. Alright, okay. Oh, this is awesome. I'm so happy with all this. Okay, so we don't need the comments anymore. So yeah, we just need to make it so that the player can die. And honestly, I think I'm going to call it for this stream. We're going to just call it a short one. Been about 2 hours nearly. But I want to quickly run over to the shower before it is too late. But yeah, that is awesome. We now have waves, and they're procedurally generated, so that it doesn't matter how long you survive, which I don't foresee you surviving for very long at all. But oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Give me 2 seconds. Bam. Implement wave-based spawning. Awesome. Awesome. So now we just need to implement the player death and some sort of game over and restart. And that's the game loop closed. That's it. That is a game. Effectively. It's not a good game. It doesn't have much content in it. It's just shooting very basic enemies with a very shitty gun. And you're probably going to die really quickly. But it works. Oh god, that's great. That's great. Okay, so I might do a little bit more of a late night stream later on, but yeah, player death. That's the next thing on the list. Sweet as. Well, righto then. I'll catch you later. Later tonight if I come back. Anyway, see ya.